5 mistakes you're probably making in the gym right now. I remember when it was my first time ever lifting, my first time taking weights seriously, because everyone's been to the gym at least once in their lifetime, you know, if it's at a hotel or something here and there. But the first time I took it seriously was for football. So I went to football workouts, there's barely anyone there. I think I went at the wrong time at the wrong date to just one guy on the basketball team. Taught me how to squat, taught me to form and everything. So I got ahead, got started, fell in love, and here we are today. You know, I've done those ab circuits and everything here and there, but I wanted to start with the real weights, the real thing that get you big fast. So I went ahead, and of course, everyone falls into the ab anxiety. You know, everyone's trying to get a six-pack quick, so you start going on a massive cut. You're barely eating any food. You're cutting down all your calories. You're starving yourself here and there. And that's the first mistake everyone starts with. You're going on the cut during your first beginner stage. This thing called newbie gains, where people, when they start lifting, they have accelerated growth because of how they just started lifting. So they get a jump start compared to everyone who's already started lifting. So if you think about it, it only makes the most sense logically to bulk and to try to gain as much mass as you can in that short window, because you only get to become a noob or a beginner once. You can't become a beginner 2 times. So you start off with a nice bulk, but everyone's trying to get lean. It's summertime. Everyone's trying to do it quick and easy. But like there's a saying, easy come, easy go. Most people just try and get to the cut, they could drop like 10 pounds. The first month they're so happy, mostly water weight, and next thing you know, next week they already gained 10 pounds. That goes on to say, try and keep it steady. Don't expect quick results as fast. You know, the question is, can you see yourself doing this for the rest of your life? This is not a short-term thing. This is not a 12-week program, a 1-month program. This is something for the rest of your life. You need to commit to this. And that's the first part. Go on a bulk. So I'm trying to get quick results faster. I'm trying to get a quick cut. The second tip that I see people doing all the time is trying to overcomplicate it. People's brains, they try to get them easy, low task results. So they start off by making a plan, get the apps, and they find the perfect app, the perfect workout, the perfect best exercise, all this. You're wasting time consuming. Imagine if you put all that time into actually doing something. Stick to the simple. Bench press, squat, deadlift, pull-ups. Everyone knows what a push-up is. But you're over here trying to find the best form of push-up, the best variation of exercise. In the meantime, they haven't done anything all that time. I'm not saying you should just go blindly and not do your research, but don't try and overcomplicate things. You're just in there to move some weight and push hard. That brings us to the third step, effort. There's a saying, the lazy man feels like he's working hard. The lazy man feels like he's working hard but getting no results. While the hardworking man works hard and worries that he's not working hard enough. When you're in the gym, you're there to push. I don't want to see these half reps. You're in there to push yourself. That's where you build. That's where you're supposed to break down your muscle. You break down your body. That's where everything comes out. That's the whole goal. You have to put effort. You know, I saw Tom Plates doing the squats. He said that if you can still walk to your car after you did leg day, then you got to get back in there because you didn't train hard enough. But just like that, you should put effort in everything you do, because everything you do is worth doing well. All right, the fourth tip, diet. I remember also it ties in with the overcomplication. Everyone used to get I remember I asked my mom for the scale. Everyone had the scale, measuring every single gram of protein, finding the perfect, reading the nutrition label, all this nonsense. And at the end of the day, it was a waste of time. I mean, I was still getting my protein, and it became an obsession. Every time I had like this anxiety. If I didn't get the right amount of protein in that day, I was like, oh, I lost the gains or this and that. Well, the best time window to drink my protein powder is before or after and all this. Just, everyone knows the good foods to eat. You're not supposed to eat McDonald's every day. You're not supposed to eat Popeyes. You're not supposed to be eating donuts. It's simple. It's not really that complicated. You're gonna find the perfect balance and everything. Eat your eggs, eat your meat, drink your milk, drink some water. Stick to the natural things. All right, minimally processed. That's the goal. And the fifth and final tip. Let me think. What was it? I have to cut this out. Oh, okay. The final tip. Work with your brothers. Going to the gym alone and working with your boys are two different scenarios, trust me. I've been in both ends of the scenario. Working at home alone and doing it's okay because it gets you in the right mindset. There's no one there, there's no one pushing you. So you have to push yourself. But there's a deeper connection when you work with other men, like-minded men who are trying to, it's a male competition. You're trying to push more weight than the other. You're trying to do more reps than the other person. Someone does 7, you do 8. He does 8, you do 9. You're just trying to push each other. And there's this thing that when men come together, there's like this aura, there's this energy just around them. There's drive, and they just perform better. So imagine if you're training every single day with perfect performance, perfect effort, perfect competition every single day. You're gonna get better results than if you're doing it at home by yourself. I understand if you don't have access or transportation or whatever your situation is. But every once in a while, it's good to go to the gym with your boys and go lift some weight, go move things. Because in the ancient times, when men gathered together, it was for war and combat to the death. And that's why. So that's pretty much all I have for today. Thanks for watching, and remember, work harder.